Welcome to another video. I know it's been quite some time, but I've just been like super busy with my life in the last few months and just actually too much just exhausted as well, so I've not really done much in the way of hobbying. Um, but I've got these four lads on my desk right now. I'm getting pretty close to completion. There's basically just the base left to do. As you can see, there's a bit of still and mud still wet on the base. But these are my Custodians inspired orcs. I've actually already finished one of them, which you'll see on my Instagram, my Twitter, if you've been following me. But yeah, it was basically my brother gave me the orcs box from the Mold Realms mag, and I was just trying to think of things to do with them, and I thought, oh, actually that could be really good fun. When you're looking through models and you see these bits, and I'm like, okay, yeah, this is going to be really good fun. So I've got some gold orcs with sort of like, the Guardian kind of spears, Guardian X kind of thing. But yeah, I'm really happy how they come out actually. Like this is, don't know how well you can see it there, but giving them yellow eyes. And they're not super detailed, but I think I quite like I think it's quite a mucky gold because I don't want it to be, I don't want it to be really nice and clean and shiny because they're orcs. And I've gone for sort of like a lot of the metal and the weapons is more bronze, and I really like that. It's something different. It's a bit of change from like the steel. The main reason I've done this is because I bought the Vallejo like metals boxes, like a load of paints, and there's bronze and silvers and golds. And I just thought it'd be really fun to do something different. I don't usually play with bronzes very often. So that's the main reason for that. It's really just an exercise in me in paying. I mean, I don't get many games in the moment. I think I've not played any 40k in probably nearly 2 years now. The last game I played, it was actually only a week ago. I played 2 games of Middle Earth, but that was the first time since June, which in June was like the first time in the year, or something mad like that, maybe more. But yeah, fortunately at the moment because I'm working away from home all the time, and I mean like I'm usually going back every other weekend, so I'm getting two weekends a month at home, so I don't get much opportunities, and just even the weekends I'm away, even trying to find people to play games with, it's just there's not necessarily time. I'm not necessarily anywhere where I can get to things like that as well. It's just like, unfortunately, yeah, it's just difficult to play that to do this. And I'm constantly tired at the moment, so I'm not really getting the chance to do much painting at the moment. I've still got these gaunts and hormagaunts, or I mean termagaunts and hormagaunts to build or paint. Actually, I'm building out to paint for my Tyranid kill team. In fact, it's taken me so long to get around to doing that the new edition of Kill Team has dropped. I'm still waiting on my box. Um, I'm hoping it's arrived by now because it's been like 2-3 weeks since the pre-order came through. Since I got the email that it was being shipped. But unfortunately, just the last time I was at home, it hadn't arrived yet. So I'm hoping next weekend when I go home, it'll be there for me. I might do an unboxing video for that. Actually, it might be quite fun to have a look and go through it. You can get my very excited reactions because I am so excited for this. Like, I mean, new Imperial Guard models, and they look amazing. And the orcs, like I'd been thinking about building an orc kill team for a while, and just suddenly I get this option, and it's just like they look great, and I can't wait to play with them. And the scenery looks awesome. And I'm hoping I'm gonna get some games of that in. Maybe I'll just bring it away with me and try and see if I can prod some of the people I work with if they're stay in the same accommodation over weekends to play some games with me. I think there's a couple of them might join in, so we'll see. Um, and I have been hoping to try and get some battle reports up and going, but just not the time. But maybe one time when I'm home and I've got a friend around, I might try and see if we can get some Middle Earth battle reports, and maybe or just sort of maybe just like an overview kind of thing, like this is the start of the battle, this is the end of the battle, what happened, the yada. Yeah, I might start rather than doing full battle reports. I might just start sort of doing like the setup, and then we play the thing, and we'll talk about who won, who lost, and why we think we lost, why we think we won, what we would have done differently, what maybe think the other person could have done differently. I had a lot of that last weekend actually playing. I was playing two armies I'd not played before. It was one of them was my Angmar army against the Fellowship, and I think I did fairly well. But obviously the Fellowship's got some very powerful characters, and Angmar relies a lot on magic, and it's something I've not really played much within that system. But I think the army is actually pretty decent. I mean, I'm wondering maybe another Barrow White. I've only got one at the moment, and their ability to. I think Angmar is a very control heavy army. Like, you can basically make the whole army cause terror if you do it right. Which actually doesn't work very well against Army like Fellowship when the front is on the field because they're all fearless. Again, another issue, but then you got to work your way around it. And I think things like Barrow Whites are really handy because they can paralyze models, which is just an absolutely brutal way to execute, powerful heroes. But again, with that game, I made the mistake of going after Aragon more than Gandalf, who was the leader, and one of the objectives was to slay the enemy leader. But because I left my Witch King vulnerable, Boromir and I think Gimli walked in and just beat his ass. So yeah, again, like mistakes like that. And then the next game I played was against my mate's Azog Legion. He actually had Bolg, not Azog, on the field, and I had like this kind of so Rangers of the North and Shire kind of alliance, and like it was not an army design really. It was not a yeah. I had not really thought about it as a playable army. It was just something I wanted to have a go with. I knew it wouldn't do very well, and to be fair, I think I held up fairly well considering some of it. Like Bolg is just a monster, and I didn't utilize Aragon enough. It's just one of those things. Again, it's just mistakes, and mistakes were made. And but the thing is, when you don't get the chance to play these games as much, you're just not as good. You just lack the experience. It's like it's one of those things. Like I'm hoping I'll get more chance to play, and I'm hoping I'll get work closer to home again, so I can spend more weekends at home and things like that, and get more chances to play. But yeah, this has just been a sort of like a September hobby update, I guess, for me. I've got possibly a burgeoning Sylvaneth army on the start. That was another box set my brother gave me. I've painted one of them, which you'll have seen on my Instagram and Twitter. But that's about it. I think I've built 5 of the smaller dudes, so they might get painted at some point. And then I've got the Draika or something, the big like tree person, or like it's like a tree mech. It's quite funky. So I've still got that person to build up, and then also get that painted. And I've got a war boss for these guys to build up and paint. And I'm really loving my conversion on the war boss. Like he's got like a heavy bolter slash axe thing, and it just looks absolutely badass. And there's like a wizardy orc wizard with them, who I'm converting to be a weird boy, but I'm probably gonna play around with that. It might take me a while. It's one of those projects I'll probably just dip in and out of for months until I'm finally happy with it. But I don't know if I'm really gonna play these guys as an army. I've been tempted with the idea as like running them as like a counts as Custodies kill team or something. I think that could be quite good fun, or maybe even just run them as counts as Custodies army. I mean, I guess run 5 orcs as guardians, or even wardens, and then the big war boss run them as a shield captain, or I could even use the rules of Trajan Valorius if I wanted to, and probably get a few 500-point games. I've got my actual Custodies as well that have yet to see the field, so that could be quite fun. But yeah, so that's just me sort of rambling on for about 9 minutes. But anyway, thanks for watching. Hopefully I'll get another video out soon. Hopefully, with me sort of going and going, oh look, my new kill teams arrived. All that kind of good stuff. But anyway, thanks for watching. Have a good weekend.